Hi there, Theresa here from theresamonro.com, and I am here to let you know what beings of the light are here with you for the month of May, assisting you with the current energies and what it is you're going to be dealing with. And this is, it's fun. It's using the Keepers of the Light Oracle card deck by Kyle Gray. So this is for the month of May of 2018. So if you like little card readings, I happen to offer those. Or you can go, a lot deeper or have a spiritual discussion with me if you'd like through my website, which is theresamonro.com, and the link is down below. So welcome to May. It's crazy already. This is May. Well, at the time that I'm filming this, we're about a week out before May, but I thought I would offer this. But Hilarion is the one that pops up for the month of May, which popped up for some of you last month. And so this one, he's all about divine healing. He is from the fifth ray of light, which is green. And he's the one that was known for being in the caves and mastering his craft through working alone. He had particular sensitivities around being around other people empathically, so that was something that he was learning how to master. So he also ended up reincarnating during the times of Jesus as another character, if some of you know that story. So he talks about honoring your sensitivity and retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. So what I particularly say, so it's two different things going on here for the month in general, and it's interesting because I normally film the energy update before I do these cards by sign, but it says, it's not like your light is something that you give away to others, but your vibration, the work that you've done, no matter what level that you're at, can inspire others. So there's a difference, because it can be draining going out in crowds if you've got like a subconscious belief that you're allowed to have your light leached off of, which is something that can be healed. It's just something in your energy field that we shift out. And then there's others that have a little mix of, understanding that it's just their role. They're, a character that happens to play a role of being inspirational, and then having a little bit of where they feel maybe a little bit drained by that. You'll sometimes see that with, say, like celebrities that haven't learned how to completely master all of that. It's a lot of attention on you, and it's a lot to deal with. It's a lot to master. I know what that feels like, even in small numbers versus people who deal with it in millions, and some of you deal with it just being in a crowd. But there are ways to master that. I'm planning to build and write an empathy webinar, or a webinar for managing your gifts as an empath, because a lot of people, I see the descriptions of the disempowered empath, and it's just like it's described as being it's just like an acceptance that you're powerless over certain things, because one of the things about this stating, like, retreat to recharge and heal, some of you will know when you need to do that, but it's happening less and less, this isolation factor. However, call on him. He will bring you the green rays of light. He works quite a bit with the heart chakra. For some of you that have experienced trauma, he's going to be removing some of what's called an emotional heart wall, which is sometimes a protective layer of, a certain type of emotion. And some people can feel it, and some people don't know what's happening. You've got a second card, and that is Freya. And Freya works with the raven, and she talks about phases and cycles. She's talking about how this full moon is going to be pretty powerful. And there's a beginning and every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. Now, something that we're going to be talking about in the energy update for May is about new paths, taking trips, going on new adventures, having let go of so much in the past. There's a reason why, I've talked about it in the harmonic convergence and the harmonic emergence video that I did, and some people are like, why are we still talking about that? Well, it takes time to get us on these new paths, on these new higher timelines that we chose. If we were to make those shifts in a day, it would be a bit too much for most people's bodies. So anyway, moving on, we're going to do Pisces first. So who is assisting Pisces for the month of May? Let's see. And I've set the intention for you guys to receive a little bit of healing during the first viewing of this video. So from the different rays of light, and to provide you the blessings that you wish to experience. So Pisces, you have the Holy Spirit. It says, expect miracles. Remember that only love is real and miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. It's a really beautiful card, isn't it? Oh, wow. It's cool. They're reminding me of the Ace of Cups. So you've got like new love coming in for some of you. Lots of miracles. I'll tell you, you know, something else I'm building is a webinar on and it's a, you know, a live webinar on heart line alignment. So if it's something that you're interested in, because that's something that brings in all of the miracles for you. But some of you, this is going to be a time of miracles for you, especially around love for you. Miracles are a natural thing that exists. So they just want to remind you, Spirit has your back this month for what it is that you've been dealing with. Just feels like a lighter month. I mean, we've entered Taurus season, which I really enjoy because it's far more stable, yet it also shares the same ruling planet of Venus that I have, which, you know, has a wonderful understanding of beauty and beautiful surroundings and that sort of thing. So a message for Taurus, by the way, is if you are, watch your anger this month, Taurus. It's your birthday month, it's, you know, but they want me to talk to a particular Gemini that has Taurus in their chart. It's either your rising or your moon sign. And I know some of you may be having a hard time coming to terms with the fact you've got Taurus in your chart. There's one of you that has a lot of Venus, like you've got a Libra moon or a Libra rising and a Taurus moon or a Taurus rising. But yeah, anyway, it's a beautiful combination. So for Aries, we have Commander Ashtar, and it says call to action, take charge, lead by example, and walk your talk. So this is somebody that you can call on that will assist you with that. He assists a lot of the blue rays with taking action. This is a very masculine energy that's going on here, and they're talking a little bit about in love. They're stating if you really want to take charge, if you really want to lead, you do it by being the example. You do it by walking your talk. So if you're doing, say you have like a YouTube channel and you're doling cards out and you're not really being kind to these people, yet you're telling them they need to be kind to others. That's the sort of thing that they're kind of talking about. They were like, oh, you want your numbers to grow? Great. Like there's one of you that's watching that's more popular than they realize, that is an Aries. And but yeah, anyway, this is something that they just want to touch base on. They're saying, walk your talk. If you want to gain more respect, walk your talk. Taurus, you also have a Larian. So going back to what we discussed for the main month, you also have a lot of healing that's going on. And this works too. This is for your rising or your moon sign as well. So honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal, and your light can support others. For some of you, this is a lot to take on, to realize like it's a personal responsibility to be assisting others through just being you. Sometimes you don't have to do anything. It's just you showing up. It can be a lot if you're somebody who's used to doing a lot, to realize that just showing up is enough. Your light just as you are is enough. And that sometimes, for me, even at times when I've walked into the room and realized, I've noticed it at sometimes some of you have felt this, like if you're really joyous and you walk in, it's like, hi, how are you? You know, like it can be a lot of light for somebody who maybe isn't used to that. Not that you should tone it down, but just that's an experience where you recognize that your presence has like a certain effect on the room. So, this is really beautiful. So my Geminis have Archangel Michael. Michael is the perfect way. It's the perfect way. Of course it's a perfect way because there's a reason why. So this stuff comes out like jarble. Michael in Aramaic is Michael. it means perfect one of God. So you understand saying it perfectly, like that's angel humor with how they work with this sort of thing. So saying trusting heaven, he's from the blue ray of light. His divine counterpart is faith, and it's Mikael, perfect one of God. Says you are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. For some of you, your thoughts are getting in your own way. So Mikael's stating like, just cut the cords to fear, you know, like allow him, call on him for his assistance. He'll take care of whatever it is that needs to happen. They're stating some of you know what he looks like because you've seen him and you're like, oh yeah, I need to be calling on him. But you are safe. He is amazing with they all are, but really he's the leader of all the angels. So each ray of light has 144,000 angels that they are in charge of. Now, he is leader of all the angels, so he has not just that one, but he has all of the rays of light that he is in charge of assisting you. So they're just stating you got to let go of how some of this plays out. So let go of your concerns and just say, because how you're thinking about it and how you're wanting it to be resolved is not, for some of you are just going with the flow, but there's a large part of you that are still trying to control how everything plays out, and they're saying, no, how you want it to play out is the old paradigm. Like, they need you to let it go. They're going to bring in a miracle for you if you just allow it. So if you've been feeling stuck in one particular area, go to Mikael and state, like, I need your assistance with this, or even just trust and know that, yeah, there's the bottom of the deck with Isis. You have magic manifesting, Gemini. So, you know, your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming a reality. You can stay focused on the goals. It's about where you're focusing, because some of you are focusing on the problem versus focusing on the solution. Focus on the solution and focus on there being a miracle. Just state, okay, this is going to play out the way that it needs to. It's not about a defeatist attitude. It's not about, you know, all of that. But some of you really need some assistance with your thinking and could really benefit by showing up for some healing for that. So you've just got to surrender some of that somebody may know a little bit better for you how to move through some of this. And if you don't want to surrender to, I mean, they're even talking, Gemini, you're getting it all. Like, you know, you've got the third card, Holy Amethyst, trying to do some karmic clearing. So, you know, come hang out with me. I'll do some karmic clearing with you. Now we have Cancer. Gemini, that was a lot. And I know you guys are going through a lot, but a lot of it has to do with your thoughts and getting stuck in your head and believing the fears. This is happening somewhat with a fellow air sign. But we're getting into Cancer. All right. Cancer, you have Sanat Kumara, so you have some light activations coming in. It says shine your light, your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Some of you really are a step ahead of your Geminis, and you in the earlier part of this year were listening to some of your fears, and now you've got some light activations for bringing in a little bit more light into your system and really being an example for others as well, because your internal guidance is coming in. Pay attention to that, and if you're not sure whether or not it's true guidance or not, listen to your body, because if it relaxes, it's you know internally if it's a yes or not. So for my Leos, sorry, there's a phone call trying to come in. That's why if you see my face looking at the screen going, what is that? Okay, so for my Leos. Oh, my dear Leos, you have the Miriam, sacred vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. Some of you, they're showing me the energy of like frustration and needing to forgive and that sort of thing. You have like, I mean, this particular flower, if you know what that is, they're well scented. They're used at Easter. They also have the roses for heart opening. The only thing that is holding you back is your perception and refusing to let things go. So some of you are trying to force situations, and they're talking, it's important for you to let it go. Woo, here we go. Okay, so for Virgo, we lost your card. Hang on. Virgo, you have some healing going on too with Hilarion. So Again, they want to mention if this is like your sun, moon, or rising, it's applicable to you. This is one of the guys. Go back to the beginning, and if you haven't watched what the general energies are, Hilarion will help you, and talking about honoring your sensitivities as well. So I don't want to repeat the messages 4 times. We're going into Libra, but Hilarion's great. He's providing all the heart healing that you're looking for. They're not telling me too much of a story of what's happening. So going with Libra. Oh, Kuan Yin, which is really interesting because this is the color of Kuan Yin that I'm wearing, and they were telling me that she was going to come through. I'm happy that she's here. Guys, for May, Libra, you guys deserve some compassion. Some of you have been, not just the past few years, but the past few weeks, it's just like, can we get a break? You know, there's some stuff that's been shifting quite a lot. It's about care and compassion and choose to be loved, do what's right for everyone involved, and offer a helping hand. They want to say the word fraud. So if some of you have had some, they're stating some people around you have had some like fraudulent energy. So like they haven't been who they say that they are. They haven't been assisting in the way that they said that they would, that sort of thing. Those people are moving out if they haven't already. So Kuan Yin is like, we know you've been put through the ringer. We know that people around you have not been super kind. And some of you are really learning how to be super kind to yourself through your thoughts. Particularly if some of the people around you have been less than kind to you, you're like, you know what? This makes me be even kinder to myself in terms of boundaries and what I will put up with and what I won't. Also, to be a little bit more compassionate with yourself in your current conditions and things if they're not moving if they haven't been moving as fast as you'd like for the breakthrough that you're looking for. You've got more compassion for yourself than people around you. Unless you've got some Libras around you, because they will know. Libras are usually really compassionate anyway. They get it. And but there's you just taking it to another level. But for those of you that have not felt that you've had enough external compassion, it's starting to come in now physically. You also have Kuan Yin around you. So you'll be hearing little things from people say things like little things of support that are compassionate. And you're just like, thank God. Because it may not be the people that you're like, you've been living with, but you're starting to move into a situation where that's happening. Because what's happening is these people that are being critical with you are people that don't know how to be compassionate with themselves. So yeah, some of you have had a gigantic shift in terms of your self-talk, how you talk to others, your inner critic, and what you're willing to put up with in terms of criticism you receive from others. And you're just like, no, I don't have to put up with that. I don't have to listen to that. That isn't how I talk to myself anymore. And yeah, compassion is on the agenda 100%. So congratulations, because you're going to be feeling, May is going to be a far more compassionate month for you. I know if you're watching this in April and you're going, this lady is crazy, but I'm telling you, it's different. And it's different. And some of you really have needed to make, a bit of a shift to come into this. So we've got Scorpio coming on. Scorpio, you have, God, I'm so excited for Libras. That's so nice. But Scorpio, you have Lady Nada, and she is all about heart awakening, awaken to acceptance and divine love, give and receive in balance. There you are. Some of you, wow, you've got a lot of roses. This is lighter energy. May is going to be a lighter, heart-filled month for you with a lot more love, a lot more heart awakening. They're stating part of the path is acceptance of what's happening around you. A lot of it's just information so you can make different choices if you want, and it allows in more divine love. And that's amazing. You're giving and receiving in balance. So some of you have been over giving and have been around people that have been take, and that has shifted. That's what's shifting for you into May, is knowing more of what the balance feels like. So if you've spent a large amount of your time around people that have just taken, you'll be spending more time around people that are giving. And that can happen within the same relationships or having new relationships. So bravo to you, because this is a lighter energy. I know Scorpios had, like at the beginning of May, end of April, it's like there's been a cleanse. It's like a clean slate energetically for you guys. So woohoo for lighter energies, because sometimes diving deep, it's like you tell a Scorpio dive deep, it's like, really? That's where we live. Like, I have a Scorpio moon, so when I see that stuff like dive deep, dig deeper, I'm like, honey, I see the core stuff. Like, you're talking to somebody with Scorpio energy. So how about you dive deep? Sagittarius, you have faith. Keep the faith. Joy is still coming. Humanity and benevolence. Have faith in humanity, by the way. Some of you also can have faith in the benevolence that's showing up, because the past 2.5 years have been rough for some of you. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, and see the light in the world. Do you see this theme that's showing up here is like, continue to see the light in things. Place your focus on the light. Place your focus on the solutions. We're headed into Capricorn. Capricorns, you have Mother Mary, love and peace. You have peace in a love relationship. Some of this may have to do with your mom. They're stating you can wear light blue if you'd like to. Lots of heart awakening going on. Lots of rose symbology. Let go of the need to be right. Okay? Some of you can be a little bit stubborn about that. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time, as well as your relationship to women, but you got to let go of the need to be right, because if you can't be right and have peace at the same time, because you're smashing somebody else's point of view. I'm trying to think. I would say talk to a Libra, but a Libra doesn't have a lot of patience for stubborn Capricorns at the moment. But you may have a Libra in your life if you're a Capricorn. And if you do, it's partially to learn about, what we were just discussing. So I know this Libra doesn't want to teach that right now. Aquarius, you also have Michael with you. And it says you're safe, angels stand close, surrender your concerns, and allow a miracle to occur. Trust heaven. This is also something I feel like can help Capricorns. So he's from the blue ray of light, and his counterpart is faith. And we talked a little bit with Geminis about Michael, so you can go back and listen to Geminis about how this may apply for you. And I think, that's everybody this month. We're going to do an ending card. They have Mary Magdalene. They're saying the teacher awakens. She's from the second ray of light. She's the divine counterpart to Jesus, and which is the yellow ray of light of joy. And you have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. Here's what I've got to say. Ironically, if you have something to say, it's important to share it and have her. If you're a teacher and you have something you want to express with the world, she can help you with that. So it's beautiful. Don't let anything stop you this month. There's lots of miracles around you. You have the support of a lot of beings of light. Yeah? Awesome. Have a great month. If you want a card reading, head to my website, TheresaMonro.com, or do the weekly healing sessions with us if you'd like. They're only $22, so you can join by phone anywhere in the world that you want to. Doesn't matter if you're able to be present or not, the light will reach you. It's really powerful stuff. So, and also you'll notice Hanalei here. So they've got several GoFundMes, and if you do with the hashtag We Love Hanalei, you'll see all kinds of ways to contribute, because it was interesting that they were stating sit by Hanalei, and there were quite a few rains here. But yeah, if you want a card reading, work with me. If you'd like more in-depth work, we can do a one-on-one session. And but yeah, sending you guys lots of love. Have a great month. May's gonna be fun.